So here we go. This would be a good one. We're round joining down. The race champions coming up later on this evening. So actually, in this next little bit, we'll have our race of champions.
Tomorrow, a whole bunch of things happening here for day number 4, which should have been day 4.
Day two on track, day 4 overall.
That's right. Day 2 on the track, day 4 overall of the IHRA Summit Racing Equipment Bracket Team Finals. Tomorrow you've got another Gamblers race.
And round 1 of the main event.
That's right.
Will be tomorrow. Just running round 1 of the main event tomorrow. Again, we'll have another whole Gamblers race like we're having today, plus round 1 of the main event.
And don't forget, be reminded, after everything concludes for the Gamblers race tomorrow night, there will be a track operator meeting.
The track operators meeting tomorrow night, and I believe they're also, I'm hearing rumors of a practice tree shootout tomorrow evening, so I'm hearing some rumors about that. So, like I say, if it's true, you know what? I'm changing my number to 4 people I'm calling out. I'm changing my number to 4.
Have I finally made the list?
Shelby Miles, Josh Peak, Mitchell Harkey, and you.
Okay.
I would call her Renee, but I hear she can cut 000 reaction times in her sleep. She's over here laughing.
She's like, yeah, come on.
So here you go, better reaction time going to JC Sims. Top end of the racetrack, win light.
Let's call this race here.
Morgan
Miles, yep.
797 on the 90 as Sims broke it out by 6,000.
Oh, okay, so Fabian, what are you calling me out for? What do I have to do?
Just get a better reaction time than me.
Get a better reaction time.
That's it.
Okay. And what am I, in a car or
no, we're at the practice we're using. It's like
cart?
A button you hold down and you kind of.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if
I've done that before. Remember the little app game where you click on there?
So it's similar to that.
Okay.
It's similar to that, but on the app I could cut 000 recs up like nobody's business, but
ditto. I know that they're not a sponsor, but Jegs. I used to play that Jegs game all the time that had that the Jegs tree thing. So, yes, you're going down. I'm going to download that app tonight and practice Fabian in my hotel room. Going down. Samantha Wyndham is up next out of Edgefield, South Carolina in the left-hand lane, representing the South Carolina Motorplex. 917 on the dial and take it on. Oh, no, Red. So much for that race. It's over. John Birch Jr. from Somerville. The RacersDirect.net entry gets the win bulb automatically. A couple of South Carolina Motorsplex competitors there.
So next up, we Staten Halsey out of Mouth of Wilson, Virginia. Elk Creek Dragway, the home track, 790 the dial. And Savannah Bilton from Orangeburg, representing South Carolina Motorplex. Sponsored by Palmetto State Armory. That didn't sound too good when Savannah came out of the water box. A couple of folks, dads looking at the car. It doesn't sound much better, but looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it. There we go, Halsey and Bilton. Fourth round modified. So when will I give it to Halsey? Goes dead on with a 2, a 6,000 package. Very impressive.
Okay. Are you Josh?
I'm Josh Ruddick.
Okay. I just need to find out if y'all still running championship race. I can go home. Nobody else knows.
Oh, it smells good in here. It's warm in here.
Thank you.
And by the way, go Gamecocks.
Keaton Hudson up next at Mount Airy, North Carolina. In the representing Elk Creek Dragway, 798 dial in, 790 in the right for Riley Halsey. From the mouth of Wilson, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're from Maryland. Do you drive through the mouth of Wilson to get to North Carolina?
I've actually never heard of that one.
The mouth of Wilson, Virginia.
Which I'm looking it up
somewhere
now.
in the Commonwealth.
It's in Grayson County.
Okay, that's western. That's more of the western side, like close to Winchester and Chesapeake and all that near there, I believe.
I don't get out to that part of Virginia that much.
Okay.
But now that I know they actually exist.
Pretty place, nice scenery, as they say.
I've heard.
Hey, the concession stands are still open if you want to get you something to eat and something to drink over there. And I believe they're going to be having breakfast in the morning.
Oh, that's a good thing. As top of the racetrack, Winlight give it Hudson, 95 to 98 as Riley Halsey red lighted. So Will Willard, 795, Chandler Williams, 837.
So we are continuing on here with the Gamblers race. The big race is tomorrow, at least the first round. So every division, right, will do first round of elimination.
There you go. The first round of the main event for all classes is tomorrow, along with another Gamblers race. You got the track operators meeting tomorrow night. So all the track owners or the track operators they'll have a meeting with Josh, and they'll just go over, like things they like to see, things they want to see change, that sort of thing. So red lights are for Chandler Williams.
And, of course, the decision will be as well. Will we see the bracket finals come back to Darlington?
That's one thing. You are correct. That's one thing that's voted on in that meeting.
That's right.
So, again, if any of the contents that we can share with you, which obviously I'm sure that your track owners and operators will share that with racers, but anything we can share with you following that we get from Josh, we will definitely pass along to you. So, again, that's being track operators meeting tomorrow. I've actually been in one of those.
Yeah?
Just one. It was, it's very serious business. It's not like, a lot of track owners, their business, as you know, they're businessmen. They want to do what's best for their racers, that sort of thing, and for IHRA as a whole.
Right.
So that's why, when they have the meetings, and then they'll go through things, like I said, rule changes, possibly for the team finals for next year. Like I said, the date, the location, that is something that's discussed in the meeting. So that meeting, the shortest operators meeting I've ever seen, hour and a half. The longest one, close to 4.
But this is after everything is done.
Well, actually, this one was Division 5 last year, where they actually ran it on during a gambler's race, so therefore, so it was kind of easier
We're
to
racing
do.
and having a meeting at the same time.
Pretty much. Dead on with a 1 for Austin Rivenbark. We'll move on to the next round as Dylan White red lights, Riley Hoover.
Riley Hoover and Jaden Price are up next. Riley Hoover out of Kinston, North Carolina, representing Coastal Plains, 11 years old in the junior dragster class here. The right lane is going to be Jaden Price out of Lawrence, South Carolina, the half scale. And another 11-year-old representing Union Dragway. So Coastal Plains in the left, Union Dragway in the right. Hoover and Price. Hey, don't forget, we had a big PDRA show here last Saturday night. As a matter of fact, we wrapped it up for the Fall Nationals. 5 PDRA world records were broken right here at Darlington.
And that was pretty awesome, and I guarantee that Russell and Dee Dee Miller, Rhett Gardner, that crew was smiling ear to ear, knowing they were one of the fastest tracks in the PDRA circuit. But
yes,
when the PDRA goes to Virginia next week, that Tommy Judy Franklin, the owners of Virginia Motorsports Park, and they're going to get those records back and then some. So if you're unable to attend Memphis, make sure you watch us on the live feed, and also check that out.
Yeah, I think it's speedvideo.net is the coverage for the PDRA.
That's for PDRA, and for the IHRA World Final,
Motor Mania
TV, their YouTube channel. Well, Mark and Joey and Walter, they've done a great job converting over to YouTube, because some folks don't have the capability. They can just download the YouTube app and boom, they can just watch it right there on their phone, tablet. It's much easier to do. And you can still watch it on your computer and stuff. I've even seen some folks that will broadcast it live on their.
Parker Dotson up next out of Saluda, North Carolina. 8:14 dial in the left lane. Right lane will be 8:02 in the right.
Or did I leave it in?
They did. I just went down there.
I swear I brought it here and gave it to you.
Next pass ready to roll here. Parker Dotson got momentum from Saluda, North Carolina in that left-hand lane. The Summit Equipment left lane. No, he broke out of the top end. Right lane will get the wind bulb. 8:03 with a 2 at 79.73 miles per hour. Parker Dotson will go 8:13 with a 3 at 77. He got there first, but he broke out. Tough break there for Parker Dotson. Right lane gets the win. Here comes Ava Jackson. Thanks for the chicken bog, Jackson family. Yes, so there you go.
That was when I heard chicken bog, I was like, wait, what is that? And you said try it, and I'm glad I did.
Yes, sir. Chicken bog, Ava Jackson, the Jackson family out of Effingham, South Carolina, out of representing Dorchester Speedway, left lane. 897 on the dial in, going to take on for the South Carolina Motorplex, the boss entry out of Edgefield, South Carolina, Thomas Wyndham Jr., and, of course, 805 in the right lane. It's 897 dial in the left, 805 in the right. For those that are listening to our audio cast, that might be somebody new listening, listening to the audio. And for those that are listening to the audio cast, we will come back for the video on our Darlington Dragway Facebook page when we get down to the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals. When we get down to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, then we will go back to the video cast coverage, unless it becomes like abruptly too late. I mean, if it starts hitting 11 o'clock and we're still racing, then we'll probably show something there. But nonetheless, next pair ready to roll out of Loris, South Carolina, the Hooks Seafood Restaurant entry. Bill Clardy in the 1974 Love entry. That'll be coming up for no box, taking on Kenneth Garrison out of Anderson, South Carolina as well. That will be coming up next. No box. And we are ready to roll.
Just confirm if the champion for that track is unable to run it, there is no replacement, correct?
Bill Clardy out of Dorchester Dragway. In the Hook Seafood Restaurant entry left lane. He's in the Summit Equipment Racing left lane. There's the truck. The Love truck, the Chevy Love. In the left lane, 655 in the PD Fleet. Right lane out of Anderson, South Carolina, just off of I-85 of the 1973 Ford Pinto.